Now, once the products are produced, based on where you are, is going to be the excellence of the product. If you don't know about the collective consciousness of hip-hop, it will reflect in your product. If you don't know the culture of hip-hop, it will reflect. If you do, it will reflect. So far, these are the main terms for looking at hip-hop in terms of looking at it like you're going to be successful at it. You're going to approach hip-hop as a lifestyle, and you're going to teach hip-hop to others. This is the safest and most effective way to approach hip-hop. Now remember, this is the first 20 years of our study. This is really I should say the first 40 years, from 73 to 2013. This is the first 40 years of study. Hip-hop has 40 more years to go. This is just the standard, the beginning, the simple stuff. As scholars, you should take this further. There may be another way to spell hip-hop down here that we did not discuss today. Feel free to come up with that. Write books, speak it in rhyme, put your ideas forward. These three spellings of hip-hop gives you the nature of hip-hop itself. Remember, hip-hop is first our collective way of thinking and being that has no form, has no shape. It's not even here in material reality. It's just the way we think, our collective consciousness. When our consciousness tries to identify itself, it comes out as breaking MCing, graffiti art, DJing, and the rest. That's called culture. When the culture gets itself together and tries to express itself, it comes out as CDs and t-shirts and these things. And you can even add another hip-hop here, which I'm not even going to give it a name, but the consumer, the person who buys hip-hop or is hip-hop, is also another element of hip-hop. That's just a more advanced lesson, but I'll give it to you now. There is a person who is all of this together, three of these together, which I would just call here the hip-hopper. That's all of this. The hip-hopper is the collective consciousness, expresses herself as the culture, and produces the products. Never think that hip-hop is just this, or just this, or just this. It's all of it. We're just breaking down the mechanics of it correctly, how you can engage hip-hop without depleting your soul, without being a sellout, without disrespecting your ancestors, with really getting what you're supposed to get out of the culture. This has nothing to do with a record company or signing with anybody. Don't sign nothing with nobody. Stay independent. This right here will give you a little more independence, meaning approach the culture first as consciousness. I'll go here. When you're writing rhymes, say for instance, use this model. First, forget about making a record. That's the last thing, as you can see. First, think about what everybody's thinking about. First, try to think about what everybody's thinking about. How can I link with the collective consciousness of this thing called hip-hop? Because there, I'm going to write the ill craziness. If I can get to a collective consciousness, I know what all females are thinking. I know what all males are thinking. I know what all 18-year-old females are thinking. I know what all 30-year-old men, like you just, consciousness. And once you know the consciousness of the people that you're getting ready to perform for, you make classic records. You make classic songs. Because it has nothing to do with who said this before or whatever. You just know people are sick of police brutality. Whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the police. That's it. It's collective consciousness. That's not a hard record to create. That's just this right here. Now the culture. Once you know what people are thinking, how are you going to express it? How are you going to express it? Everything is not through MC. You can express that same collective consciousness in your dance move, in your graffiti piece, in your DJ, the choice of records you play. You can get the collective consciousness off by playing a certain group of records that you know your people want to hear. But you got to be able to feel your people. Get into the feeling. You have to be this in order to access the consciousness. Nobody from the outside is ever going to understand. They're never going to get here. This is barred from them. They are way down here. They're like way down here. They're looking at the hip hopper who's producing the product, who comes from the culture, who's backed up by it. They're just still looking at the hip hopper. Well, this guy said ABC, so I'm going to say ABC. They don't even realize the products that they could be creating. They're just looking at this rapper. He did the last product, so that's what it's going to be for me. No, rise above this, and this. Get up to the cult. Get up to the consciousness first. What is everybody thinking? What is everybody doing? What's on everybody's mind? Not my mind. What's on everybody's mind? And not just some people. Everybody's crying about their job. You should do a record about work. A simple record about I just got fired today. You know how big that record, y'all playing. Do you realize how big that record would be? You know what? Let me shut my mouth. I have a problem, right? At the end of the day, once you know what the collective consciousness of people are, you write according to the consciousness. That's a hit record every time. I've been using that for 20 years. This is the culture here again. And I'm just showing you how to apply this in real life. Become the people. You write better. You DJ better. You break better.